Hey guys, welcome to the lab. Episode 5 of Leon and the Lab goes right now. Shout out to each and every one of you guys who's taking their time out of their day to enjoy this content. I have a lot of fun doing this. Time's going by really, really fast. I can't believe we're on episode 5 already, but shout out to each and every one of you guys that takes time to watch this content. Episode 5 is going to be a special one. I have Kalby in the house today. Basically, I did a podcast with him a couple weeks ago. It's called Traffic Boys. Him, Chris, Q, and Potato, aka Maya, have a weekly show, and I was able to join them for one of their Monday episodes. I had a lot of fun. Kalby's the first of the group to jump on board and do my show, so shout out to Kalby for that. Hopefully we'll get the rest of the members on the show very, very soon to design something. But, for now, we're going to focus on Kalby. So Kalby is a really, really big fan of Ronnie. I guess he's kind of known for being like a Ronnie Fieg super fan. We'll talk a little bit to him about how that came about. He's also helping me a lot with photography. So anything that you see release with me and Pro Image Sports Colorado, you're going to see Kalby's work in that. So really, really excited to have him on board. He's a really cool and down-to-earth guy, and I really hope you guys enjoy this episode. We ended up mocking up 4 hats, but to keep this episode shorter, we're only going to show you 3. So hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, episode 5. I'll be back later. All right, welcome to the lab. We have a very special guest in the house today. Kalby, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good. Kalby, we're kind of doing the reverse right now. So I spent a little bit of time on your podcast, Traffic Boys. You're also involved with another podcast, the Sneaker Podcast. So now you're kind of returning me the favor and coming on my show. So I appreciate your time today.
Yo, I'm really excited, man. I'm stoked to be here. So thank you very much.
No problem. So tell the viewers, for those who don't know, a little bit about your experience in podcasting. You're part of the Traffic Boys, and you also do the Sneaker Podcast, which is audio and video. So tell everyone about those 2 things.
Sure, yeah. So the Sneaker Podcast has been around for a while. I wasn't on it at first. It was being recorded out in Montreal, and they were doing it live, like together. And then one of the guys moved out to Toronto, and so they started doing it on Zoom. And while that was happening over the pandemic, when we all had time and stuff by our computer, Chris from the Sneaker Podcast, me and him talk about sneakers all day long with another buddy, Alvin, out in Toronto. And he was like, yo, do you guys want to do another podcast? Like we always talk about stuff anyways. And we decided we'd do it. And Traffic Boys is a little different because we kind of worked it into we do a bit of food and like what's on TV and stuff like that, because we didn't want it to just be another sneaker podcast. And then from there, with one of the guys from the Sneaker Podcast, Mike, moving out to Toronto, and like the schedules of everybody with family and everything like that, they moved it to Zoom. And then there was also like conflicts with schedules and stuff like that, and people were missing. So Chris just hollered at me and was like, asked if I wanted a seat on the Sneaker Podcast as well. And I mean, it was one of the only sneaker podcasts I listened to. So I was like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. And yeah, it's been going good ever since.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Now that I'm kind of trying to branch out a little bit more and get other people in the periphery that may not be too involved with fitteds, I kind of view like sneaker collectors and sneaker podcasts as something that's kind of similar, but not at the same time. So hopefully, you'll get welcomed in to the fitted community in open arms. But one thing I noticed, and that kind of sticks out, and it was a little bit of a topic in one of our previous shows with the camp out, is I noticed that it seems like sneakerheads take better pictures. I don't know if I'm going out on a limb by saying that. I don't know if I'm going to offend anyone by saying that, but yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. What got you started in sneaker photography?
It was actually Instagram, to be honest.
Okay.
This is way back. I don't even remember the year. I guess probably somewhere around 2011 or something like that. And I was on Twitter, which I was no good at. I don't do social media at all. Like I've never had a Facebook. Instagram's the only thing I have. And I had Twitter for a minute there that I sucked at, and I was following Bun B, and Bun B was posting a bunch of pictures on his Twitter from like that gumball race or whatever they do, and people kept asking because he was throwing filters on them, and people were asking like, "Yo, you're a professional photographer now? Like, when did you learn how to take photos?" And he was like, "No, it's just with my phone, man. It's on an app called Instagram." So I downloaded it, and I just started shooting sneakers, and I had no idea other people were doing that. I was just doing it with like my old iPhone, like iPhone 3G or something like that. And yeah, and since that was just, I was like, I wanted to make art with sneakers, and I kept doing it. And from there, it's like I wanted to get my pictures better. I saw other people taking photos, and their pictures were looking good. And like some people started getting a camera, so I got myself a little like entry level DSLR and started shooting. And it's just fun, man. It's just it's an outlet for artistic view, and it's something I love in sneakers. And I'm also like I'm addicted to looking at my shoes, so it helps me that like when I get a new pair of shoes, I try to take the best photo I can, and then I can put the shoes away and just look at my phone and look at the picture. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you see the picture on my page, then I've looked at it at least 50 times. Like
Yeah, yeah. I use Instagram kind of as a way to document my purchases. So like in a rush, if I'm like, fuck, do I own that hat? Let me check Instagram real quick. So I kind of have a way
okay.
um to kind of index some of my hats. So I'm able to search by brand and color and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of a way to kind of document what you have. So sometimes in a pinch, you know how it is. If you hesitate, it might sell out on you. So
Yeah,
you
for
got to know
sure.
quick. Speaking of early Instagram, I'm remembering like it's 2011. The original filters that they have are like forever goated. So we had like the ones with
Ye-
the black edges, and then the ones that made it look older, black and white, obviously. But yeah, the original
Yeah,
set of filters will always live in infamy. Yeah, the
for
young kids
sure.
will
Like
know nothing
the
about that.
colors bleeding from the corners and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like
yeah,
the different ways you can distort the photo and stuff like that. But yeah, everyone thought they were like an amateur artist back then, and
yeah,
cool.
for sure.
It was a cool app. It kind of took over because it was like Twitter with pictures, basically, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
it got to
exactly.
show the day to day of everyone's lives. But yeah, so you took that love of photography and you made your own Kith books, as I understand. So you went and took pictures of your Kith shoe collection. Um, what made you do that?
So that was actually I was taking a break from Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be on it for a while. I wanted to chill out. I was in a relationship at the time or whatever that wanted to pause the Instagram and focus on that, but I still wanted to be able to like take pictures and stuff in my free time, and without having to like check a message or something, you know what I mean, wondering who's messaging me or liking a picture. So I put a pause on my Instagram, and I just started taking pictures. I was like, what can I do? I found this little app that you could make a book. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a book with all my Kith shoes in it, and take 3 shots of each shoe. One just like a regular product shot, then like a detail shot, and then an on foot shot. And I'd write the release date, the name of the shoe, and then I'd have a whole like little paragraph just about all the information I could find out about the shoe, the stories behind it, the materials involved in making it, and stuff like that. And yeah, it was fun. I only made 3 copies. I could still, I guess, make more if I ever wanted to, but it wasn't cheap, to be honest. People were like, "Hey, I'll buy one," and then I'm like, "Yeah, well, this is gonna cost you like $60, man." Like by the time I ship it out to you, I don't know if I want to charge you that. But so I gave one to Chris, like, because that's he's my big homie. And then I actually took one and I left it on the shelf in Kith, LA, and I don't know what
Okay,
ever happened to it. Yeah.
that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it got
So
into the right hands. You never know. But did
yeah,
you put your contact information on it though? It would.
I I think I put my Instagram. I'm pretty sure I'd have to check the back page. I think it's on the back page. I think I put my Instagram handle, and that was it. I like someone could have just picked it up and saw it and been like, "What is this?" and threw it out. Like I don't know what happened to it. I hope it didn't get thrown out, but yeah, I have no idea what happened to it. I took a poll. I took a poll on Instagram. Was like, should I go guerrilla style and leave this on the shelf in Kith, or what should I do with it? Because I was like, should I just mail it to one of the stores and hope that Ronnie gets it or whatever? And it turned out everybody's like, yeah, leave it on the shelf. And then I was like, all right, cool. So I did. I took a little tiny video of it and took a photo of where it was,
That's funny.
and that was it. Yeah.
That's funny. So hopefully with some of our joint connections, we can get it in his hands eventually. But for now, you came here to design some hats. So the first one, I'll pull it up here for us. We're gonna do this one, and you took the
Yeah.
picture for this one. This is a pretty damn good picture. So tell me about this shoe
Sure.
and what it means to you.
So in that picture, so the salmon toe is like one of my very favorite shoes. The salmon toe gel light 3. The OG one is like basically my favorite shoe. It's kind of what got me all into this. I saw a picture of the salvage denim, Googled Ronnie's name, and the salmon toe came up. And ever since then, I was like, this is it. So in this photo you see here, that's the salmon toe gel light 3 2.0 and the salmon light gel light 5 for the 10-year anniversary. So it's been, I think, every 5 years, Ronnie's been releasing a rendition of it. And yeah, that's my shoe, man. Like the 2.0, that 2.0, it doesn't get much wear. I leave it I leave it in the box quite a lot just to make sure, and I'm hoping on wearing the Gel Light 5 a lot because it's a lot lower in price on resale markets. So if anything happens, I could get another one.
Yeah, it's a nice shoe. I know nothing about New Balances other than that they're super comfortable.
But that one's actually
Oh
an
no, this is
A6.
Asics. So I know even less. I know even less about Asics than I do about New Balances.
Yeah, but
I
I
know
mean
that
it's the
Bruce Lee
same
wore them
thing.
once, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, or it was either that or an Onitsuka Tiger, but same brand, just a different name.
Yeah,
The 2.0 there is actually made in Japan, so that's kind of special about it because it's a higher tier of Asics being made out there in Japan.
fair enough. All right. So the one thing that's going to be hard to replicate is going to be that salmon kind of pink. So I think we can already eliminate these two pinks because that's not close, right? So these
Yeah,
these are
that's
gonna
like
go.
pink. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have here we have the peach and then I think the blush sky. Which one do you think um you want to use
Ah,
as
I mean, I think the peach is pretty close, but I think the blush sky, because the two shoes you see right now posted on there is the Gel Light 5 is a little bit more peachier, and then
Mhm.
the Gel Light 3 is a little bit more pinkish.
Yeah.
So I think the blush one is a good mix of the two. It doesn't lean heavy either way. So like if I wanted to rock it with either pair, it would go with them both.
All right. So we're gonna eliminate the peach. And then in terms of the blue, so in hat terms and shoe terms, you can't just say blue. So there's a lot of options here
Yeah,
for you. Uh, do you see anything here?
I
You want to go
think
straight navy? Hold on. Is it? Hold on. Let me zoom in. Because this might not be big enough.
I think that night shift maybe might be the one. I
Okay.
think that looks pretty nice to me because it's dark, but it's still
Mm-hmm.
got the blue to it. So
Yep.
I like that. Like, yeah,
Perfect. Are we gonna need
yeah.
to pull like the blue from the inner lining or this
Um,
blue?
I don't think so.
No.
I think
Okay.
that's probably the one.
All right. And then will we need to pull any type of gray or off white or anything like that?
I'd like white, some white
Hmm.
in it. I don't know if that's gonna be where it'd be like it might just be stitching kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, cool. And what were you thinking about for teams?
I want to do the Mets for this one.
Okay,
The New York Mets.
that's easy. So the Mets have the interlocking logo and the script. Also, they got the ball with a bunch of stuff in it. You have a preference?
I was thinking the interlocking logo.
Okay.
I saw one with the script. I didn't mind, but I think the interlocking logo is probably the one I want to do.
All right.
What would you say as a hat guy? You see the script a lot, or like?
Um, I see it enough. So for the script, they have the main one that usually everyone sees. It looks something like this. Oops, it's small, but it looks something like this. Right, that one's been
Okay.
done to death. But if you want
Okay.
something to scream, like New York, there's this one that's becoming a little bit more popular. It's kind of shows up small on the hat, though. To be
Does
honest,
it? Yeah.
yeah. But if you want something like really New York, then yeah, we can keep it to the interlocking logo. Do you know if you
Yeah.
like the outline or the monocolor?
I like them for the logo. I like the monocolor. That's the only reason I was actually thinking about the script is because I was thinking that it could have the outline and look all right. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it's very like that's a great logo. Like
Oh yeah,
yeah, I think we should go with the logo. Yeah, and I don't think it needs an outline.
yeah. We were there's always like this kind of thinking that baseball hats do well because it doesn't matter if you're a fan or not. Most of the logos are based on the location. So whether you
Yeah,
like the Mets or don't like the Mets or whatever, you look at this logo and it screams New York to you, right? The Yankee
yeah,
logo a little bit more, but this one, like if you know anything about it, like the reps kind of represent Queens and whatever. And New York is so huge, but a lot of the other logos like LA, you know, it puts the city first for the most part. Most of the logos rep the city more. So that's kind
yeah,
of why there's like universal appeal in the fashion world usually.
for
And then
sure. Like
for yeah, go ahead.
even for me when like growing up I'd rock a Yankees hat and it had nothing to do with the baseball team. It was because all my favorite rappers wore
Yeah,
Yankees hats.
yeah. Jay Z wore the shit out of that hat.
Yeah,
50
word.
Cent. Yeah, but yeah. And then for the patch, you were thinking of the 2000, right? 2000 World Series.
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking the Subway series. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
That's 2000.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right.
I like
So
that.
we got that. All right. So let's color this bad boy. What were you thinking?
I'd like the crown to be the navy. What is that? Midnight Navy we thought it was, right? Is that
Mm-hmm.
what it was called?
Yep.
Yeah. Midnight Navy for the crown.
Crown. All right. And then the visor, that
The
pink.
visor, yes, please. Yeah.
All right. And what are you thinking about the button?
Um, can we go with the pink as well? Let's do
Yeah, we can
that.
do pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll color these blue in case someone complains because normally I do tonal buttons, but last time I didn't color it and people were like, "Oh, the buttons are black. I can't buy that hat." Okay, relax,
Yeah,
relax.
yeah.
And then for the front logo, what color?
White. I'd
All
like
right,
it to just be
yeah,
a clean white.
that's gonna look good. If it were gonna behave. Let's color this white.
That's hard.
Yeah, I like it already. I like it already. We get the scale. And then the patch, are we doing anything to it?
I'd like to keep it OG.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on that? I thought it would be nice to keep it like the original way that it came.
Yeah, like I like stuff when it's not touched. The original pink bottoms that Hat Club did, um, all had regular team colors, and the patches were untouched. So
Yeah, let's do that. I like that.
I don't mind it when the patches are kind of how they come. And I don't mind popping in a bit of color. I'm okay either way. But if you like it
Yeah.
OG, we could do it like that.
I've seen them colored up real nice and stuff, but I think the OG just kind of, it gives it a little extra like
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
to it or whatever. Yeah.
I'll cool with that. All right. So let's put this into a 4 view. And we have our first fast forward of the evening. Hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Kalby was a cool guest, and yeah, we're gonna continue to make some cool stuff. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. And then for the bottom, what color you want? Gray?
Great, please. Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's a double works. Keep it clean and simple, but also the 2.0 has a gray outsole on it.
Perfect. Do you have a preference on the sweatband, white or black?
I like black. Just I think white would probably look cleaner, but white
Mhm.
just gets dirty so
Yeah,
easily, man.
yeah. If this is something you want to wear often, do not get white.
Yeah.
Do not get white. I don't wear my hats enough for them to get dirty enough, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like sometimes I'll go for like a long walk with my friends and stuff. We'll go on like a foot pub crawl, or we'll grab some scooters and we'll just hit a bunch of different places to go grab a bite and a drink, and
Yeah.
that could sometimes take hours. And then you get home and you take off your hat and you're like, oh no, like one day.
Yeah. It's like white shoes, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't own many of those either.
Yeah, the same. I feel like most of my 6s are white, though.
Oh yeah.
All right. And in terms of the Batterman, do you have a preference? Flat, raised?
I was thinking a flat one.
All right.
Just
And how are we going to color this?
maybe turn that red hit to the same like pinkish. What is that, blush we called it, right? Or they called it blush?
Like blush sky.
Yeah.
And then this
And
to
then
the navy.
yeah, boom.
All right, done.
What do you think? That looks good?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. I
I
like
like it.
that.
I'm excited to see what you do with the. I'm excited to see what you do with the photography for this.
Yo, so am I.
Yeah.
Well, it'll definitely be going through my mind like until it's actually in my hand, and by then I hope to have an idea.
Hat 1 done. Screenshot it. I'll send that to you later. Let's talk about hat 2. So what are we doing? What are we doing for hat 2?
So on the 10-year anniversary, when they re-released the Salmon Toe and the Gel Light 5, they also re-released the Leatherback, which was another famous Gel Light 3 that Ronnie did, and they put it out kind of as a pack. So I was thinking we could do a pack with that and make that one a Yankees.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. All right. All right, so we're into another fast forward. Right now we're just color matching the shoe. There was a bunch of different kind of blues and teals and different colors we want to make sure that we captured, along with the blacks and the different grays and the nubuck and suede. All right. So tell me a little bit about this shoe. Why is this important to you?
So it came out in a Gel Light 3 version, just like the past shoes we were talking about. And then for the 10th anniversary, he released this Gel Light 5 rendition. And the Gel Light 3 is a beautiful shoe, but the resale price is just through the roof. So there's no way I was ever going to be able to get it. And the thing was, when Ronnie was releasing these, he held these Zoom meetings that if you had an original version of either of these shoes or the 2.0, you could join the Zoom meeting and talk to him and everything like that. And so I went through that because I had the 2.0s and it was awesome. And then he actually said, since you guys were in this meeting, you guys get early access to both pairs.
Oh, fire.
So yeah, so we didn't have to try for it, and I was actually like, holy, like I'm able to get this shoe. And as iconic and amazing as the Gel Light 3 is, I also really like the Gel Light 5 a lot. So to be able to get this shoe, even though it wasn't in its original form, but have it in the collection and on a shoe that I really, really love and appreciate, it's awesome. And with the leather and the dark colors, it's easier to wear than the salmon one is as well. Just you don't have to be as careful.
Yeah. Is the back of the shoe that's black, right?
Yes,
Or is
yeah.
it a
So it's
dark
all
gray?
no, it's black.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
black. The only gray is the toe, and then there's the blue. The blue hits on the form stripes and the outsole.
All right. Cool. And you said Yankees. So what were you thinking about
Yeah,
that?
sure. So
Regular
I had
NY
two.
logo?
Yeah, nothing. So basically, the one that would go with the Mets logo, kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing, like at the same time period.
Yep.
But
I
I
can do that.
was thinking of two things I wanted to maybe try, because I wanted to do the crown black, and I was thinking about if we could do a black Yankees with that blue outline around it, and
Mm-hmm.
just see how that looked.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of emulating the stripes there on the side.
I believe that's like their BP logo. So we can do that. So I'll add in the outline after. And then which are we doing the same patch to match the
Yeah,
Met?
sure, please. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not as versed in the hat culture. I'm just getting into that. I've always loved hats, but I'm more looking into the culture now.
No, that's cool.
But with sneakers kind of thing, adding that those patches being the same patch to me puts it together as a pack. That's
Yeah, it
kind of
makes it a
like the
pack.
sneaker idea I have. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why I'd like to keep the logos the same. That's why I wanted them to be in the original coloring as well, so that they both didn't match the hat, but they matched each other.
I'm cool with that.
Cool.
And you said you wanted the hat, the crown to be black?
To be black.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. So let's get the color in. Yeah, as I just messed up my toolbar. All right, black. You want to put a little color pop at the top? Maybe a
Pardon?
little of that. A little color pop at the
Yeah.
top.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I was gonna say, can we do the visor in the gray? Would
Oh
that
yeah,
work?
yeah. Darkest
Yeah.
gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Little sneaky two tone.
Would that work? Am I breaking any rules or anything?
No, 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 no. This is as you like it.
Well, I just, you know what I mean. I want to, as much as I want the hat to be my own, I also want to respect, the culture and
Hmm.
the enthusiast's opinion.
So there's one thing though. If the grays aren't different enough, some people might have an issue with it. So you might want to go.
What if I hit the blue on the underbrim?
You can hit the blue. You can definitely hit it with blue. You can hit it with the blue, no problem. Because I was gonna say
Yeah,
if you put gray on the bottom, like the gray with the light gray, it might not look different enough, and people
yeah.
might take issue with it. But the blue is perfect.
This is hella cool to watch, man. So I appreciate that.
I've done this many times.
You still enjoy it?
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
I like the process. Like I like being able to create something digitally or on paper or whatever, have an idea, and then have it show up.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
That's
this,
I, I wish I
yeah,
could do something like that. Like I wish as much as I love taking photos, it's sort of the same. I get the idea in my head and I go take the picture,
hmm
but being able to do something like this is very cool to me.
yeah, I kind of fell into it. I started doing this for like my softball team, and
Okay.
we ended up um like, I ended up being the coach of one of my work softball teams, and we had like a new era um like account. So basically, the company I work for, the they used to print like their company stuff on like regular clothing. Like we could have like jackets, polos, whatever. And they had a baseball team, and New Era had sent them the wrong color. So instead of like royal blue, they sent them navy blue. So they had a bunch of hats for the baseball team, and they got a credit for them. So they were gonna just trash them. And so instead, they gave it to us, the Canadian baseball team. So then the coach ended up leaving, and I ended up assuming the coaching duties. So we had the leftover hats. So then I just hit up New Era um, in the team department, and I was like, "Hey, I'm the coach of the Canadian team. This is our old hat. Are you guys, can I order a new one for this year?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then I started making the hats for the team, and then I would post them online, and people would hit me up like wanting to buy them. I was like, "Wait,
Oh, nice.
you want to buy my like my random like Wednesday night Markham baseball league hat?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, we do." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then yeah, one thing led to another. I started creating jerseys, hats, um, and everything, and yeah, the rest is history. So that's kind of how I got started. I never
That's
knew you could make them like that, like because I was always been buying hats. I just didn't know you can have your
yeah.
own. It was like, so once you get that bug,
Yeah.
and you start figuring out like you can make stuff, it's like, yo, it's different.
No doubt.
Yeah. But how are we gonna do this Batterman here?
That one I haven't fully thought of yet. So that's the one part that like I don't know. I was thinking the Batterman would either be the gray or the blue.
Okay.
And then like vice versa with the colors on the inside. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep it all the same three colors, the black, the gray, or the blue.
Okay.
Um
So I'll show you two ways. So one way you could do it is you can blue out both sides and then add black because there's so much black in the hat. So
yeah.
that would look pretty cool. The other way to do it would be the gray here, the blue here, and then black. Here,
I think
I'll put them both beside each other so you can see.
All right, cool.
So the other way was black and blue. That's more of like a little bit more plain, and then the other one is it's blacked out instead of blue. It's kind of reversed with a little
Yeah.
bit of gray.
Yeah. I think I might like this one with the blue and black.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. So one thing I'll let you know, people from New York.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not people from New York, so it don't matter to me. But people from New York don't generally like the outlines New York. But for this case, I don't care.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah. So if if this is how you like it, that's how you like it. But if in the future, or if you like sit and think about it, the other option would be to just do this. So that's kind of
that
more
was
boring to me. It doesn't look
yeah.
like the shoe. So
Yeah, that's kind of so that was my original idea. I just actually had the outline idea popped in my head just like
yeah.
maybe yesterday.
Okay.
And then I was like, it looks more like the shoe, like so I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I noticed too, because the logo's on the shoe. It's Asics, right? So it looks
Yeah.
like it's like that. So I would keep it like this if you want to maintain a closer thing to the shoe.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
like
it's up
that.
to you.
I mean, New York is if New York hates me, then that sucks. But they're rude
No, no,
out there too, man. So I just
they're not.
gotta step up my my jab backs, you know.
They're not. They're not gonna hate you. They're not gonna hate you. All right. So that's hat 2 wrapped. What are we doing for hat 3?
um, you want a shoe? Should we do another shoe? I got another shoe that I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
mind trying.
Tell me about the
Um,
next shoe.
it's the Daytona 1600 New Balance.
Okay, so this one I know about. This one I know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was actually the first sneaker purchase I got from Kith online. It was the first time that I got a W on Kith's online sales. So that's kind of where the significance comes from for me. Why I'd like to try to do it. Um, Yeah, it's got some more colors in it though. Well, I haven't really totally been able to think about how this one's gonna go down. So it's not like the other two where
Yeah.
that's where all my thought process was on those two. So
Well, this one is more like red, white, and blue, right?
it's actually it's like beige, blue,
Okay.
and pink.
Beige,
It's
blue, and
got like
pink.
a
Okay.
off. It's got like a off white. It's got like a neon pink, almost neon pink, and it's a beige and a blue, like a royal blue.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Are we doing the first one or the second one? So
Um,
this is the one I see. The 99.
yeah, no, that not that one.
No.
The other one.
All right. So
It's got
this.
a blue toe,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
it's got some pink hits on it. Yeah, yeah,
All
okay, yeah.
right. So so this is that denim or no suede?
It's suede. It's a oily pig suede. That's that's me reading all about it and studying it. Yeah, it's a crazy suede.
All right, another quick fast forward for you guys. We're going to give you a time lapse version of this. Right now, we are painstakingly color matching all of the different beiges and grays and blues and pinks within the shoe. Hope you guys are liking the video so far. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Did you have a team in mind?
There's that Mets farm team that has a K logo.
Yeah. So Kingsport Mets.
Yeah. I mean, Kalby, Kith, and it seems to have a couple outlines on it, similar
Yeah.
to the way this N is on the New Balance logo.
Oh, perfect then. Okay. All right. Perfect. So I was gonna ask you one outline or two, but this has two outlines, so we may as well use this one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. I have them. Hold on. I'll show you too. Well, this one might work too. Hold on. So this is what the hat looks like.
Okay.
This has two
Yeah.
outlines.
Yeah.
And then this is just another version. So we could try to find this one too, if you want.
That just has the little swoops in the corners there. That's the big difference that we're looking at, or the
So
outlines.
basically,
What are we?
so basically, this one, it's not two clean outlines. It's one outline plus a shadow.
Yeah.
And then for the other option would be this one.
I I kind of like the outline and then the shadow because that's even
Okay.
kind of how it looks there on the end. You know what I mean? At the
Yeah.
back, it looks a
Yeah.
little
If you're good with
fatter
it,
than it is on the front. Yeah, yeah, I like it.
if you're
I
good with
like
it,
that.
we can do that one. And I don't have to go pull it. So, but I think this
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
perfect. I think this is the perfect one. So we're gonna do, I guess, pink inside, right?
yeah. That's crazy. That pink is crazy.
Yeah. Pink, white. So the white stays white, and then the orange becomes blue. Like that.
Yeah.
All right. And then how are we gonna color the hat?
Would like I'd like to do the visor in the navy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if it's too much if we did what do you I'm not exactly sure how
So
you call it, like when you do the front panels different than the
yeah,
back panels.
yeah. So it'll be like a white panel hat, kind of similar to what Maya did with Hat Club. So
Yes,
she had
yeah,
um the camel crown with the right front panel and the camel visor. She just didn't have a two tone, but you could do
yeah.
something similar but different. So basically, we would take this, we'd make it there, and then probably make this blue, or you can make it pink, up to you. And then the
Sorry,
for
sorry, it cut out for me for a second there. I
oh
didn't hear what you said.
um
I just
so
saw
for
you put
the
that on the back and then that was it.
yeah, so we could do the tan at the back, and then the front you could do white, or you can even do off white if you're scared of it getting dirty.
Well, I actually was gonna ask if we could do it in off white because
Oh yeah,
even that the middle paneling on the shoe there
yeah,
is a more of an off white.
yeah. So okay, we'll do chrome as it's professionally called. I call it off white, but yeah, mm, some people call it college white. In the past, I didn't know it was called that, but yeah, it's a beautiful color. No, this is a great looking hat.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, I'll change this so that people don't complain. The only thing with this logo is I don't know what side patches they really have. So this one might have to be
Okay.
just a plain Jane.
Sure. Is that
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like minor league hats, I don't mind that there's no side patch. To me, not everything has to have a side patch.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
there's
mean,
that.
I know I've always liked the side patch, but I don't know any of the significances of it, and I wouldn't really miss it if it wasn't there, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just kind
Yeah.
of an added bonus when it does have a cool one.
Yeah, for sure. It helps with the storytelling and adding extra colors because like sometimes you could like kind of make the front plain and then really trick out the patch.
Okay, yeah.
So stuff like that. But no, I think it looks great like this.
I mean, this one is kind of tricked out without the patch with with that crazy pink with that crazy
Exactly.
pink K on the front.
Exactly. All right, we are back with another time lapse. Basically, I'm just coloring in the rest of the hat in, and because there's no side patch, we are going to include the New Era flag in the mock-up. Kalby asked to do the flag in that pink glow color.
That's fire. That one might have ended up becoming my favorite, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think you're gonna like it because this one's for you. This represents you. The other ones, are more like New York, and
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was fun. Yeah, before we log off, where can people find you? Do you have anything to promote?
You can find me at Just Calby on Instagram. Check us out on all anywhere your podcasts are found. Traffic Boys or the Sneaker Podcast. And that's about it. We're on a bit of a summer break right now for podcasting, but you can catch up. Feel free to catch up with previous episodes.
Yeah. When you guys get back to recording, definitely gotta swing back and do another episode with you guys. That was a lot of fun to kind of hang out and get to know you guys and girl.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully we'll get something made in the future so that we can have you rocking these with some of the shoes you have. We got some stuff we're working on. To get you to photograph some of my stuff, so I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully people will stay tuned for that. But yeah, until next time, we out. All right, there you have it, episode 5 in the books. Had a lot of fun shooting that. Had a lot of fun putting stuff together. I learned a lot spending time with Kalby. Normally I'm in terms of sneakers, I tend to stick to like Jordans and what he wore on the court. But yeah, just kind of expanding my sneaker knowledge was kind of cool. Learned a lot about Asics and New Balance and Kith and Ronnie Fieg. So shout out to Kalby for doing that. It was really cool. Hope to get him on the show back soon and some of his other podcast mates on the show as well. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun filming it and putting it together for you guys. But yeah, make sure you guys are dropping a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Brought to you by VFTV.